Exun Clan is the technology club of DK Sakepuram. We are a group of young tech enthusiasts who excel in a variety of different tech fields. Exun has emerged as one of the foremost high school clubs of India, with its members winning competitions up to an international level. Exun alumni continue to make ripples around STEM both in India and across the world.
Over the course of 26 years, we have made a plethora of memories. We started off with just 5 or 6 events in the very first Exin Symposium to now having over 25 events. Exin's journey has truly been commendable over the past 26 years, and on behalf of the entire clan, I would like to express our gratitude to our principal, Miss Padma Srinivasan ma'am, without whom this event would not have been possible. Thank you, ma'am, for enabling us and encouraging us to make this event successful, even in these challenging times.
We would also like to extend our thanks to the Vice Principals, Mr. Renu Nair, Mr. Naresh Miglani, Mr. Anil Kathuria, and Mr. J.S. Virthy. We are grateful to Mr. Mukesh Kumar, founder and in charge of Technical Plan and HOD of Computer Science Department, Ms. Seema Jain and Mohit Indra, the coordinator for Action Plan, and all the teachers of the Computer Science Department, Mrs. Anjana Virmani, Mrs. Nandini Dasgupta, Mrs. Sangeeta Rana, Mrs. Shalini Harisuk, Mrs. Sarika Kaushal, Mr. Ajit Kumar, and Mr. Shekhar Sharma. We would also like to thank Mr. Jimmy Matthew, Mr. Thomas, Mr. Joseph Devi, Mr. Shankar Giri, Mr. Ramjash, and Mr. Ramkumar, who have always helped us in making our event flawless. Without them, this event would not have been such a success, and this club would never have evolved into its enormous family of current members and alumni.
We would like to extend our warmest regards to our partners, Athena Education, an education consultancy and life coaching partner, Plaksha, a technology university for the future that has been set up by a global community of entrepreneurs, business leaders, and academicians, and CodeChef, a competitive programming community of programmers from all over the world. We would like to thank the Digital India Initiative who helped us conduct our event nationally.
We would also like to thank the principals of various schools who allowed their students to take part in the event and amidst the difficulties faced due to the pandemic. And of course, a big thank you to all the participants for their contribution in making this event successful. And last but not the least, we would like to thank all the excellent club members who worked tirelessly to make this event a huge success. We would now like to thank the judges. The judges for Pseudocrypt were Arya Garg,
The judges for Hackathon were Achal Verma and Kabir Goyal.
Arvind Ashok, and Bhavya Khandelwal were the judges for Unreality.
Designathon was judged by Sabhyata Jain, Gyan Lakhwani, and Anirudh Goyal.
The judges for group discussion were Sameer Chadda, Arib Nabi, and Amadika Mahapatra.
And the judges for hardware were Aditya Singh and Alankar Datta.
Udit Malik and Pran Thar were the judges for Open Quiz.
Junior quiz was judged by Udit Malik and Pranadhar.
The judges for Crossword were Udit Malik, Pranav Thar, and Sumer Mishra.
And surprise is judged by Arya Garg, Arvind and Arvind Ashok.
The judges for Space Tech were Parmesh Seni, Anderson Wilder, Shiv Sethi, and Antonio San.
The judges for Urbanites were Anayash Raj Singh, Danish Bansal, Pransh Malik, Ryan Bora, Yash Sinha, and Ahan Birla.
The judges for Girls in Tech were Charanjeev Kaur, Ayushi Mittal, and Jasleen Kaur.
Junior Girls in Tech was judged by Praveen Kumar Purushothaman.
The judges for XML were Sagnik Anwar.
Now, we would like to present to you the Exun 2021 to 2022 video. I would now like to invite the teacher in charge of Exun, Mr. Mukesh Kumar. Mukesh sir has been the very spirit of Exun, starting from its birth in 1992 to where it is now. Mukesh sir has constantly been an inspiration. He has always strived for perfection in every sense of the word. I now have the pleasure of inviting him to share a few words about Exun. Excuse me, sir, you are muted.
Good evening, everyone. Respected principal, vice principals, exam members, dear participants, teachers, and all the viewers who are presently online with us on this platform. It is indeed a proud pleasure and very exciting moment for all of us to close a fun filled, experience filled, and amazing experience of 1 week. It was indeed a great learning experience, not only for the participants, but the organizers too. The people who won, they also gained out of it. The people who could not make it have gained a lot of experience because lot of efforts have been put in by the organizers, judges, and our sponsors in this particular event. It was 1992 when few students with computer science department started this club. I never thought that it will grow so big that it will become part of the complete tech circuit of school. Today, if you look at Exun, you must have experienced and seen the kind of expertise the children have gained, not only the ones who were organizing. I witnessed number of these events where I was able to see the expertise of participants. They were so humble, so knowledgeable, and at the same time very, very calm and cool. I think this pandemic has not made much of loss to people who had positive mindset, and that is what has been seen in this entire event. They have become more patient about learning things, and they became more experienced as well as good human beings. I would like to place on record all the participants whosoever participated in this event were extremely wonderful. I never came across any kind of complaint from the organizer side, from the participant side in this entire event. This event would not have been possible if the Department of Computer Science teachers would have constantly helped us to motivate children to see everything is going right or not. At the same time, if we look at the expertise of the children, starting from the level class 6 to class 12th, each member has contributed to their best. You just watched Exun video, and I think this level of expertise only can produce such kind of video. It has taken a lot of time. We were expected to play this video in opening ceremony, but children wanted to make it more perfect, and that is what delayed the entire video. And we were able to thankfully play it in the concluding ceremony. I thank all the participants and their principals for allowing them to participate in such a difficult time and phase of life. I know it was very difficult for communicate people who are sitting at home, but the teachers, the computer science teachers of every school has helped us to reach to each participant. This year we had number of participants who could not participate through their schools because they were not able to connect to their schools in time. So they participated independently. They also performed very well. It is different that they had to face some authentication procedure from our side, but I saw their performance. It was amazing. We conducted our cryptic hunt this year. It was a completely different format. Those who have participated can vouch for it. And that kind of cryptic hunt, I think, should be repeated many times in the year for more and more children to learn and benefit out of it. I would request my team to organize it further in more uh, quick, like not a yearly process, but quarterly or 6 monthly kind of cryptic hunts. And that should reach out to many children because this kind of format will give them a very, very logical and analytical mindset. With this, I would not delay your results, which are yet to be declared. Some of them are already aware what is their position, but there were some events for which the results are still awaited for you to know. So, at the end, I will just say that nothing is impossible. If you have passion, determination, and willpower, you can do anything. Sky is the limit. Thank you very much once again, everyone who contributed, participated, organized, and sponsored the event. Our sponsors played a very, very important role in it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for those inspiring words and for always being there to guide us and help us be the best versions of ourselves. You and all your computer science teachers have invested a lot towards this club, and for that, we are forever grateful.
Exun alumni are a key to Exun's growth. Alumni of Exun have always taken out precious time to guide us, attend, and judge various events, no matter how busy they might be or wherever they may be located in the globe. Today, we have with us two Exun alumni, and they are here to share their views and
We have Udit Malik with us today, who is an alumnus of Exon Clan and DPS Arkipuram, classes 2019, and is currently studying computer science and mathematics at the Vanderbilt University, and is extremely active in political discourse circles and local activism. I would now invite him to speak a few words.
Hi everyone, my name's Udit. I am a graduate of the class of 2019 of Exon and DPS RKP. And I have amazing things to say about Exon. It was the biggest part of my school life, the thing that I most looked forward to, and it's given me so much in retrospect. It gave me amazing friends, amazing skills, amazing memories, but also a solid foundation and love for computer science, which I hold to this day in uh, college and I will beyond. And I feel very fortunate and very happy to be back at Exon again, year after year. And honestly, it's amazing to see young tech minds just as brilliant as they were years ago. Um, from the beginning of Exon to this day, with 25 plus years. Um, and it just makes me very happy to be back here. Mukesh sir uh, has always been a very supportive figure to all of us, and I just appreciate the fact that I was invited, and I hope Exon continues to be an innovative and groundbreaking club for high school students. So again, very happy to be here. And I just want to say we, not I. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Udit. We also have with us Prateek Swain. He's the founder of Swadesh, a Y Combinator company that combines curiosity and excellence.
Hi, very good evening. My name is Prateek, and I'm really excited to give the alumni address at the Exun closing ceremony this year. So, for those of you who don't know me, I was a member of Exun from 2013 and 2015. I got in for quizzing and group discussion, but my real passion or enjoyment was in group discussions, and I found some of the fondest memories I have from high school are being part of the Exon team and going for inter-school symposiums across Delhi, whether it was Minute or Core or all these other events, and sort of participating in the GD event and yeah, making my school proud. So, first and foremost, I want to start this by congratulating the entire Exon team and family. Massive, massive kudos to all of you for pulling off Exon 2022. And not just for organizing this, but for scaling this beyond any of us alums' wildest imagination. When I first heard about how big the event had gotten, I was truly surprised. Like back in my day, we would be excited to invite kids from all over Delhi, the inter-school tech circuit from Delhi. But to hear the fact that it's not only scaled across Delhi but nationally and now internationally is no small feat. That's something everyone should be equally proud of. And so I salute all of you. That's amazing work, and keep the spirit of Exxon going, keep the fire burning, and let's hope we see even more success in the future. Uh, and a big shout out to, of course, our
Thank you so much, Prateek. Thank you to all the alumni who took out time from their busy schedule to impart their wisdom and help each other, tech enthusiasts, all throughout the event.
A leader takes people where they want to go. A great leader takes people where they necessarily don't want to go but ought to be. Such leaders are hard to find, and we have been lucky to have them to mentor us. They have their own creative expertise, but this doesn't stop them from always helping others no matter what the problem is. We would now like to invite Ashwin Verma and Sumesh Kar, presidents of Exim Clan, to say a few words.
Thank you so much, Vinayak. So, I took my first steps with Exen Plan in 2016 when I tried for Exen in 7th grade through the inductions Elite. I tried everything but never expected to make it through quiz prelims. Such pleasant surprises abounded in my time in Exen. Through probably my life's most fun tech quiz, I made it to an interview, which President Ananay Bhaiya and Mukesh sir took. I did not happen to do so well in that, but I was given another chance. And in my second interview, Manav Bhaiya was very impressed with how I'd improved, and he finally accepted me into the club. From that day, I promised myself that I was going to do my very best in Exon in everything I do. Anyway, I'm glad things turned out the way they did, because what awaited me was an experience which was really unreasonable to even fathom. A new and wonderful world revealed itself to me, and over the following years, I tried my best to explore everything the club had to offer, from lab setup to being in charge of events. I'm immensely grateful for all the opportunities and experiences my seniors and Mukesh sir provided, and I enjoyed it all to an amazing extent. I did mess up a non-trivial number of times, but it all played out well for me to grow naturally, intellectually, and personally, and I thank my seniors and sir for giving me the room to make mistakes and learn and grow. Exon is a dream come true, a beautiful and wonderful dream, one which I never knew I had. The entire experience feels so incredible in exposure and support that when I'm thinking about it sometimes, I'm just left speechless for minutes at a time. Exon is also its people. The spirit of trying to do better is something that everyone in the club subscribes to, and that's just one of the things which will continue to make Exun what it is. Exun. Exun is also a feeling. Participant or organizer, once you've experienced what Exun is, you cannot go back. Exun is also embodied by its motto, We Not I. In any community so grand and involved, there are bound to be issues, challenges, and disagreements. But I've personally found that all of our members embody our motto. And with guidance and love from Mukesh sir, we always manage to come together and emerge to the other side stronger than ever before. Becoming president was never an end goal for me or anything I was particularly working for, but I've accepted the post with utmost honor and humility for all the incredible work I've seen all my alumni do in the club, which has genuinely always blown my mind. Past presidents and members have also served as my greatest mentors in life, in all aspects, serving as constant sources of inspiration, support, and advice. There really are too many to count. Every member of Exon and the Delhi Tech Circuit I've interacted with have touched my life in their own special way. And some of these interactions have been the most meaningful of my life, and these people have truly become my best friends. This year's event has felt truly incredible, and I think everyone who attended this year would agree. There was immense participation from Delhi, India, and even overseas, and the enthusiasm I saw was truly incredible. I saw some of the best entries in any tech circuit event, and some of the best events I've ever seen or even heard of conducted ever, such as an incredible themed pseudocrypt, two goals in tech events, a unique Europea scenario for space tech, reaching new heights for Turing test, hosting a very fun quiz and crossword, an extremely creative build event, a great XML and hardware event, and our most unique surprise event ever. Thank you to everyone who participated and made Exit 2021 to 2022 what it is. I'd also like to heavily appreciate Domain Square Plus, CubeXL, and Robonites for all their efforts. The event wouldn't have been same without all of your efforts as well. Exen as a family has both driven and comforted me over the past 6 years, and I will carry the values they have distilled in me wherever I go and whatever I do. Looking to the future, there is no doubt in my mind that my Exenites who will inherit the club have already inherited its spirit, and I know that they will continue to take the club much further while bringing everyone along. To conclude, I would like to thank all the current members of the club, especially my juniors for the past year, conducting all the Exen activities. In this year, I've always felt happy when I wake up and remember that I'm part of this community as a president. And interacting and working with everyone has been a treat, to say the least. It has been the highlight of my year and probably the decade. Thank you, Exum Clan, for giving me everything and being my everything for about as long as I can remember. Thank you, Mukesh, sir, for giving me the most incredible opportunity of my life and for putting all your trust in us over the years. I'll take heavy inspiration from Akshay Khandelwal's Exit 2017 address and just say, you can graduate from the school, but you can never graduate from Exit. I'm sure you'll always have a place here. I'm so very proud of everyone. That's my time.
Hey everyone, we've reached the end of another incredible Exin week, and I think we can all agree that as much as it was filled with ups and downs, it's something that we'll have a hard time forgetting. Exin is family to me. Ever since I got into the club, I've not only had awe and respect for the teachers, members, and alumni, but I've thought of them as people I can go to if I need anything at all, not just about the club. That said, I'm on my way to becoming an alum myself, which is honestly a bit daunting to say the least, since the Exen alumni network sets such a high standard that I really hope I can live up to someday. I've met Exen alumni in the most unexpected of places, and they've been willing to help out a fellow Exenite just because they have this irrational faith in the club that helped them grow so much. I hope all of you had fun and learned as much as we did. Thank you and good luck.
We now will have with us Angad Singh and Pulkit Garg, directors at Exin. I would now like to invite them to speak a few words.
As we approach the end of yet another exam, I can't help but feel melancholy. It's hard to believe that this is the last year I'll be a part of this great institution. Exum has been the lion's share of my school life ever since I entered DPS Archipuram. I joined the club in the 7th grade and was instantly in awe of our faculty, seniors, and alumni. It wasn't just their achievements as members of the club that impressed me, but also how approachable and open they were. I was encouraged to be a part of the process of organizing this event since the day I joined, even when I didn't have something concrete to contribute. As I graduate, I'm reminded of my responsibility as an Exum alumnus and what Mukesh sir said to me when I was first inducted. As members and alumni of this club, we follow a legacy of prosperous, generous, and considerate alumni who are ready to help us at a moment's notice. It feels cliche to call Exum a family, but I haven't found a better word to describe it. Our seniors and alumni have been there for us since day one, and I hope to do the same for my juniors. It's hard to conclude this chapter of my life, but I do it with a smile on my face. Goodbye, and thanks for all the fish.
I joined DPS Argiprum in my ninth grade. Among the vast sea of faces, I found a group of amazing and passionate students driven by their love for technology. During the inductions, which lasted for a month, I was mentored by Natasha and Aryak, and that was also when I first met our beloved president, Somesh. We all worked endlessly to create a game that we were very proud of, but this month was only a glimpse into what was yet to come. During the next 4 years, every single day, I learned something new. Participating in tech events, organizing a first ever game development event, working with such fantastic team allowed me to grow both personally and intellectually. Our motto, We Not I, perfectly sums up my experience at Exun. Collaborating with all the members, spending entire night writing code, and being part of such a tight-knit community has has given me some memories that I'll always cherish. Being the part of Exin has been the highlight of my school life, and I'll always be grateful to Mukesh sir, all my seniors, and all the Exin members for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your insights. Robonites, founded in 1995, is the robotics club of a school. The club strives to stimulate interest in robotics among high school students. It caters to those interested in electronics and robotics, and those who showcase unique creativity and curiosity to learn things. Today, the club has an active platform for robotics enthusiasts to display and hone their practical skills and knowledge about engineering and tech. Their motto, curiosity is the key to creativity, speaks volumes about their objective and love for technology. We now welcome Aditya Singhal and Kshitij Gupta, the club presidents, to say a few words.
Good evening to one and all present here. I would like to begin by thanking the Robotics Club and the school for the honor of being the president this year. My time at Robonites has been nothing short of incredible. Ever since I was a kid, I was curious, always tinkering with electronics and breaking apart my toys. I joined the robotics activity back in 6th. Back then, little did I know how this activity, Ajit sir, and my peers at Robonites would end up shaping me. Robotics is coherently hands on, and preserving that essence in a virtual symposium was our main goal for this year. With that in mind, we held innovative events like Biscuits, a circuit hunt, Makeathon, a design and simulation competition held on our very own simulator, amongst others. From winning and losing competitions to staying back in the school to organize our own annual fest, Robonites has exposed me to a ton of opportunities and a wonderful community that stands for a lot more than just mutual growth or our motto, curiosity is the key to creativity. It is a family that has given me friends, advisors, and memories that I will cherish forever. I would like to conclude by thanking Ajit sir, Mukesh sir, members of Robonites clan and Exin clan, and most importantly, the participants for making this event a success. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Kshitij. Thank you, Aditya. I have been part of Robonite since the 7th grade for a test that was actually meant for the 90s. I can only talk about the time when I have been part of the organizing body of Robonites. Adapting to the new normal as a club has been challenging for Robonites due to the practical nature of our activity. But I would say we have coped pretty well with it for the last 2 to 3 years. This year we had Biscuits, which was excellently managed by Sashwat, Anubhav, and Garv. This is an event which requires the whole club to get together for it to be successful, as we try to set a new trend across school competitions nationwide. For Makeathon, we tried to do things a bit differently this year. We didn't want our event to be a cliched pitching competition. Our approach was focused on how to bridge the gap between online and on site, as we tried to make our own maze solving simulator. And it took some great work by Adi to pull it off. Also, a big thanks to Salil for helping me and Adi organize Makeathon, despite him not being quite well. Over the last 3 to 4 years, members of Exin Robonites have worked with great synergy, setting the benchmark for other schools to follow as we push and build off each other. In the end, I would like to thank Ajit sir and Mukesh sir for giving us the freedom to carry out things in our way and giving me the courage to help my fellow colleagues bring out the creativity in them. In the end, that's what robotics is all about, bringing out the creative you in oneself. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Domain Square Plus revolves around gaming and aims to elevate gaming to the ranks of other art forms. The society is divided into two divisions: the competitive division and the review division. The competitive division is led by a group of competent gamers who aim to improve gaming as a whole by competing on an institutional level, beating high scores and making new records by making themselves visible on various leaderboards across the globe. The review division, led by game lovers, revolves around the knowledge of gaming and creativity in games. The various activities of the review division include publishing reviews by a committee of critics, review posts on the official blog, and game writing by the creative minds. We would now like to invite the president of Domain Square Plus, Arin Daga, to say a few words.
I'd like to thank everyone who took part in the Domain Square Plus gaming event, and I congratulate all the winners. It has been a learning experience for all of us. I met so many creative and dedicated gamers from all over the country throughout the event, and I'm proud that we were able to give them the event they deserved. Domain Square Plus is a gaming club dedicated to celebrating video games, and each year we raise the bar a little higher to give recognition to players. Gaming instills a positive mental attitude and builds self confidence, both of which are important in real life. The sensation of screaming callouts, holding angles, and knowing that your teammates have your back is unlike any other. I am proud of what I have accomplished, the friendships I made along the way, and the knowledge I have gained because of the club. The club has been my highlight of my high school years, and I will always treasure the memories I've made here. From the numerous staybacks to the pizza you receive after the offline events, it could use a little more cheese, honestly. I'm grateful for the chance to be a part of this club, and I hope to see it grow even more under the leadership of my skilled juniors. Finally, I'd like to express my gratitude to the members whose effort made the event a success, as well as the ever supportive alumni who were there for us every step of the way, and our club in charges, Mohit sir and Mukesh sir, as well as all the other teachers for their constant support and guidance. It's been a fantastic event, everyone, and I hope you all had as much fun as we did organizing it.
Thank you so much, Arin. They try to raise awareness about cubic competitions in Delhi NCR and continue to hone their skills. They have a frequent unofficial competitions to keep challenging themselves, and overall, just have fun. With this, we would like to invite the president of CubeXL, Aditya Thakur, to say a few words.
Good evening, everyone. I remember one day sitting at home looking at the cube and getting fascinated by it. Going from how do you solve this thing to making my own algorithms, from the endless confiscations of cubes in school to the countless staybacks. It has been a wonderful journey, one that I will cherish and will be proud of for the rest of my life. I had never thought that a simple hobby of solving a cube would lead to such a big responsibility of becoming president one day. Cubing has taught me much more than I could have ever thought of. But The most essential virtues have to be patience and dedication. CubeXL has helped me stay connected to my childhood passion and has constantly encouraged me to improve. I hope my juniors will continue the legacy of CubeXL and help induce a zeal for cubing in young minds. In the end, I would like to thank all Exen and CubeXL members, and especially Mukesh sir and Salni ma'am, without whom this event would not have been possible. Thank you all for participating in the cubing events at Exen 2122. I hope you all learned something new and will join us next year too. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We will now proceed with the much awaited award ceremony. Again, we'd like to thank the judges who have constantly helped us throughout the event and without whom the event wouldn't have been possible.
We would also like to thank all the speakers who participated in Exim Talks. Exim Talks had a series of interactive webinars and talks during the Exim Week. These are conducted by professionals across a truly dizzying array of topics and of different types. We had many speakers who spoke on a wide range of topics. We had Monajit Chaudhary, who spoke on 15th January about why language understanding is the hardest piece of an AI puzzle. Then, on 17th January, we had Shashwat Goyal speaking on effective altruism. We even had Jim Plaxo with us on 18th January speaking about how not to design a Martian economy. On 18th January, we had Aditya Sen Gupta who spoke on effective real-world scientific computing. We also had Ayush Mahajan from Girl Coded with us on 19th January speaking on the impact of cloud computing. We had Prateek Swain who gave a presentation on how to build a bank for today on 20th January. Then, on the same day, Ankit Wagwa spoke about the evolving landscape of NFTs and blockchain. And lastly, we have with us Dave Shorter Single, too, on 20th January with us, from Exim, speaking about his journey to the University of Pennsylvania. We would like to thank all the speakers for amazing sessions and certainly enjoyed them.
Now, the moment you all have been waiting for, the results. Next slide, please. Our flagship event, Pseudocrypt version 11.0, was held from 10th January to 11th January 2022. The first position goes to Agamdeep Singh, who was participating independently. The second position goes to Hitarth Khurana, who is participating on the behalf of Delhi Public School, Dwarka. And third position goes to Manit Kaushik from Delhi Public School, Rohini.
For the hackathon event, the first position goes to Mukshit Jain from Montfort School. The second position goes to Vedanta Somnath, Manika Sherawat, Anadi Mongla, and Prakhar Purana from Delhi Public School, Basantpur. The third position goes to Anup Bansal, Nishit Jha, Yash Tripathi, and Ahana Agrawal from Delhi Public School, Noida.
For the Designathon event, the first position goes to Agastya Adityadi, Aryan Singh, and Avantika Sood, who are representing Delhi Public School, Vasant Kunj. The second position goes to Inish Tikku, Gaurika Agarwal, and Kartikeya Sharma from Delhi Public School, Dwarka. The third position goes to Vaibhav Sharma, Simhardri Mohit, and Utkarsh Dugar from Amity International School, Sector 46, Gurugram.
For the Unreality event, the first position goes to Ritwik, Akhilesh Nautiyal, Samuel Halal, who were participating individually. The second position goes to Anup Bajaj, who was participating independently. The third position goes to Ishan Bansal, who was also participating independently.
For the group discussion event, the first position goes to Kabir Bhalla, who was participating independently. The second position goes to Meherdeep Kaur from Delhi Public School, Dwarka. The third position goes to Shreya Mangla from Bal Bharati Public School, Pitampura.
Next slide, please. For the competitive programming event, the first position goes to Benjamin Dash, who was participating independently. The second position goes to Sitij Sadani, who was participating individually as well. And the third position goes to Ritul Kumar Singh, who was participating individually as well. And we have an honorable mention to to Paras Malkar, who was also participating individually.
For the challenge programming event, the first position goes to Aryan Maskara, who was participating independently. The second position goes to Ritul Kumar Singh, who too was participating independently. And the third position goes to Kshitij Sudani, who was also participating independently.
For lockout, the first position goes to Kshitij Sudani, who was participating independently. The second position goes to Ritul Kumar Singh, who was participating independently. And the third position goes to Steel Raja Yu, who was participating individually as well. For Turing
For the
test, the
Turing
first position goes to Marilla Mikhonviska, who was participating individually. The second position goes to Devangi Sharma from Delhi Public School, Basankunj. And the third position goes to Somalatha Domushenko, who was participating independently.
For the surprise event, the first position goes to Adit Saluja and Anshul Mahajan, who are participating independently. The second position goes to Dhiman Prasad and Sagar Gupta from Mothers International School. The third position goes to Arindam Nath and Ishan Kumar, who are participating independently. The fourth position goes to Manit Kaushik and Shaunak Sachdeva, who are participating on the behalf of DPS Rohini.
For Domain Square Plus, the first position goes to Rahul Ramdev from DK Swarka. The second position goes to Taran Chadda, who was participating independently. And the third position goes to Arthak Narayan, who was also participating independently.
For the hardware event, the first position goes to Achusman Das from Delhi Public School, Ruby Park, Kolkata. The second position goes to Tarush Sonakya from DPS Dwarka. The third position goes to Anadi Mongia from DPS Sasankunj.
For the Makeathon event, Shad Saini, Daksh Arora, Suraj Sani, Medhavendra Singh got the first position and were participating independently. The second position goes to Swastik Agarwal, Saksham Bhatnagar, Anmol Saxena, and Kavya Vignesh from DPS Vasankunj. The third position goes to Rishit Suneja, David Kochar, Vedant Rastogi, and Aradhya Agarwal from DPS Rohini.
For the Innovation Infinitum event, the first position goes to Aryan Agarwal, Ishita Chaudhary, and Bhavya Singh Kotiat from DPS Rohini. The second position goes to Vidansh Singh, Arjun Tyagi, and Shikhar Gupta from DPS Vasantkuch.
For biscuits, the first position goes to Aryan Agarwal, Ishita Chaudhary, Bhavya Singh, Kotiat from Delhi Public School, Rohini, and the second position goes to Vedansh Singh, Arjun Tyagi, and Shikhar Gupta from Delhi Public School, Basanganj.
For the cubing 3x3 event, the first position goes to Shreyas Anand from Air Force Bal Bharti School. The second position goes to Akshat Gohain from DPS Sindhkunj, and the third position goes to Hargun Singh, who was participating independently.
For the cubing 2x2 event, the first position goes to Muhitpal Singh from DPS Chandigarh. The second position goes to Akshat Gohain from DPS Basankunj, and the third position goes to Hargun Singh, who was participating independently.
For the cubing Pyramix event, the first position goes to Akshat Gohain from DPS Vasant Kunj. The second position goes to Hargun Singh, who is participating independently. And third position goes to Vaibhav Khurana from Birla Vidyaniketan.
For the XML event, Shobhajit Brahmachari, Arun Mustafa, Shresht Kansal, and Yash Tripathi won the first position from Delhi Public School, Noida. The second position was won by Samkit Jain from Delhi Public School, Bhopal, and the third position was won by Vivan Gupta, who participated independently.
For the crossword event, the first position was secured by Pranav Gupta and Siddharth Kumar from DPS Mathura Road. The second position was secured by Padam Arora and Adi Minocha from DPS Mathura Road. The third position was secured by Shresht Kansil and Rushil Rawat from DPS School, Noida.
For the open quiz event, the first position was secured by Tavish Sanakia and Tejas Anand from Delhi Public School, Dwarka. The second position was secured by Dhiman Prasad and Sagar Gupta from Mothers International School, and Aragya Shubshiv Raghav Singh Bhadoria won the third position from Delhi Public School, Noida.
In the junior quiz event, the first position was given to Yash Tripathi and Pratulya Trivedi from Delhi Public School, Noida. The second position was given to Shubhojit Brahmachari, Arnab Bansal, who are participating independently. Third position is given to Aryan Parveen and Pranjal Sharma, who are participating on behalf of Delhi Public School, Shashank Lok.
For the Girls in Tech event, the first position was won by Mahika Serawat from Delhi Public School, Vasant Kunj. The second was won by Isma Khan from Delhi Public School, Noida. The third was won by Shivanya Chandra from Delhi Public School, Noida, and an honorable mention to Shreya Sarin, who participated from Delhi Public School 40C, Chandigarh.
For the junior girls in tech event, the first position was given to Ashni Alawat from DPS Dwarka. The second position was given to Vidhi Thakur, DPS Dwarka, and third position was given to Avika McCall from DPS Rohini.
For the Locus event, the first position was won by Delhi Public School, Basankunj. The second position was won by Delhi Public School, Dwarka, and the third position was won by Amity International School, 46.
For Space Tech, the first position goes to Maharshi Roy, Tanmay Gupta, Pranav Almal, and Shashwat Singh from the Doon School. The second position goes to Manan, Ayan Chaudhary, Anant Chaudhary, and Atharv Saxena from Delhi Public School, Dwarka. The third position goes to Aditya Swaminathan, who is participating independently. The judges would like to express their special anyway. Next slide, please. The quality of the presentations in the semifinals this year at Space Tech made it very hard for the judges to choose 3 finalists. So they ended up choosing 4. To appreciate the exceptional effort by the 4th place finishers, our judges, Mr. Parmesh Saini and Mr. Anderson Wilder from the International Space University Space Cafe, India, would like to confer the ISU Space Cafe Special 4th Prize Award to Vatsal, Divyansh Paveja, Yash Tripathi, and Shaurya Agarwal from Delhi Public School, Noida.
Right. The Kalpana Chawla Scholarship Foundation aims to promote the involvement of women in the aerospace industry. The scholarship they offer is used to provide funding for Indian nationals to attend ISU's space study program. The goal is to attract talented Indian women who are postgraduate students with backgrounds in space, medicine, materials, satellite technology, and other space-related areas of focus, who also share Dr. Chawla's selfless and passionate pursuit of education and excellence. In the semi-finals of the competition, there was a team participating non-competitively from Delhi Public School Arkepuram, which was an all-girls team. The judges want to recognize their commendable presentation and to promote such teams. Exun Plan shares Mr. Parmesh Saini and Mr. Anderson Wilder's dedication to promoting the participation of women in STEM through the Girls in Tech events held at Exun for the last few years and the Girls in Tech workshops held over the summer. Combining that and the ideas that the Dr. Kalpana Chawla Scholarship Foundation represents, the judges would like to confer this special award to Abhay Trivedi, Aaron Barthwal, Samriddhi Mishra from Delhi Public School, Arkepuram. The details regarding these awards will be communicated to the teams in the following weeks. Thank you.
The overall Winners' Cup was won by The second runners-up trophy is won by Delhi Public School Noida. The runners-up trophy is won by Delhi Public School Dwarka. And the overall winners for Exit 2021 is Delhi Public School Vasantkot.
This is the points tally
Here
for
are
the
the points
overall
tallies.
winners.
The last week has been filled with much enthusiasm, excitement, and excellent response from schools all over the country, with over 1,500 participants from 50 plus schools. Pseudocrypt version 11.0, the 11th version of our annual online cryptic hunt event, the flagship event of Exin 2021. We received over 50,000 attempts by over 1,500 unique visitors from around 15 countries from across the globe. The eagerness shown by the participants has been the core of the event. The teamwork behind build, the brains behind programming, the tireless showdowns of the group discussion and crackling weight of the crosswords and quizzes, the thrill of the surprise event, and the exuberant response from the Girls in Tech event, the curiosity portrayed by Space Tech, and the varying and exciting tasks of the Locus event. All of this and much more has been made Exit 2021 a great experience.
A heartfelt thanks to all on behalf of the entire Exin clan. I would like to express my gratitude to our principal, Ms. Padma Srinivasan, without whom this event would not have been possible. Thank you, ma'am, for enabling and encouraging us to make this event successful even in these challenging times. We would also like to extend a thanks to the vice principals, Ms. Renu Nayyar, Mr. Naresh Miglani, Mr. Anil Kathuria, and Mr. Jaswinder Singh Virti. We are also grateful to Mr. Mukesh Kumar, founder and in charge of Exin Clan and HOD of Computer Science Department. Ms. Hema Jain and Mr. Mohitendra De, the coordinators for Exin Clan, and all the teachers of the Computer Science Department, Ms. Anjana Virmani, Mr. Nandini Das Gupta, Ms. Sangeeta Rana, Ms. Shalini Harisuk, Ms. Sarika Kaushal, Mr. Ajit Kumar, and Mr. Shekhar Sharma. We would also like to thank Mr. Dini Matthew, Mr. Thomas, Mr. Joseph KV, Mr. Shankar Giri, Mr. Ramjas, Mr. Ram Kumar, who have always helped us in making our event ever so glorious. Without them, this event would not have been such a success, and this club would never have evolved into its enormous family it is now.
We would once again like to extend our warmest regard to our partners, Athena Education, Laksha University, and Coach. We would like to thank Digital India Initiative, who helped us to make our event nationally. We would also like to thank the principals once again for their contribution.
We would once again like to extend our warmest regards to our partners, Athena Education, Plaksha University, and CodeChef. We would like to thank the Digital India Initiative who helped us conduct our event nationally. We would also like to thank the principal of all the schools who are allowed participation of their students to take part in events even with the difficulties of the pandemic. And of course, thanks to all the participants once again for their contribution making this event successful. And last but not the least, we would like to thank all the club members who worked tirelessly to make this event a huge success. The annual publication of Exin Clan underscore is back again with a lot of cool and interesting articles. We are sure you will have a great time going through it. It will be sent to all the participants through their email. And with this, we come to the end for Exin 2021 to 2022. We hope that all the participants had a wonderful experience just like us. And even if you haven't won, we all applaud you for your hard work and team spirit. Thank you.